Hey, Coach, are you ready?
Man, I'm ready, Coach. I'm ready. It's the Florida U Sports Forum podcast, man.
Oh man, we got a lot of big things going on tonight.
Man, listen. Special guests, Tyler Harrison and Steve Harrison in the building.
Oh, 707, go. He in the building
707
tonight.
Go tonight, Coach.
He in the building, Coach.
And from what I heard, they got a special announcement to let the people know.
A special one, Coach.
From what I understand, it's major, Coach.
Oh man, if it's major, then it's only way to do it is on the podcast, Coach.
It's
on the way.
It's the only way to do it, and I'm glad to have them, Coach.
Oh man, we glad to have him.
Man, let's jump into it, Coach.
Let's do it.
We back.
Hey, y'all miss us?
Coach, let me tell you something. Before I even get involved with this show, man, y'all see us with these shirts on.
Hey, man, we stepped our game up a little bit.
We're going to be honest with you.
We stepped our game up.
We stepped it up, but, Coach, it got me in a 2X shirt, Coach.
Oh, man, Coach, sometimes in the 2023 year, Coach ain't going to be like that no more.
Coach, they gonna talk, but they going to talk their stuff.
They going to call you Big Sexy Nate.
But guess what? Hey, let me tell you something. Somebody told me last night in the club, Coach.
Okay. Where you was at, Coach?
Man, at 1701.
Oh, room 1701?
Room 1701.
Oh, man, what you doing in there, Coach?
Just kicking the bobo.
Oh, man.
Came in there to get a oxtail taco.
Whoa, now they fire.
Man, let me tell you something, boy.
Now they are fire.
I almost bit my index finger off. I ain't lying. I'm just telling you what God loves.
Hey, man.
But, Coach, somebody said in my ear, she had 99 problems and the biggest one is me.
Woo.
So guess what I told her?
What you told her?
Baby, ain't no problem. I'm going to answer like Iverson. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man?
That's a good one, Coach. That's a good one.
I'm just telling you what it really is,
That's
man.
a good one, Coach.
But let me tell y'all something. There's another big announcement coming. I'm going to make mine right now, live in front of y'all. January 1st, man, I'm shedding weight, man. Coach got me in a 2X shirt, so I'm going to actually figure out a way to get in it and figure it out how to really I can't. Listen, I barely can move right now, but I'm going to make it work. What's the first topic, Coach? We freestyling tonight like Kid and Play.
Hey, man, we freestyling like Kid and Play. Well, okay, Coach, well, we're going to go on like this here. 2 days ago, I was just flicking up and watching TV and looking on my phone, and you sent me a message.
Come on.
And you said, it's what it was saying, that Ed Reed is the new head coach of Bethune-Cookman.
Man.
How do you feel about that hiring right there for Bethune?
I feel as big for that hiring as I did when Primetime got hired at Jackson State. Let me tell you something. If people are so inept, that's what I'm going to say. Y'all ain't think I knew words like that. Since y'all don't want to, I'm going to have to really break it down to what's going on. And what's going on is Dion is taking so much criticism because of people that's eyes. So you can have eyes, like my eyes are open right now, Coach, and still be blinded. Blinded by what? The truth. And you can't see the bigger picture.
Right.
Some people see it half full. Some people see it half empty. I like to see things half full, and I get the other half some kind of way. So I'm going to tell you what's going on.
Right.
My people, your own kind, talk about you more than the other side.
Hey.
Huh? So I'm going to tell you something. Primetime kicked the door open to show people of our people can coach too.
Right.
And I'm just paraphrasing so we can get along. He opened the door and to show people, man, you got to understand something. In Division I football, there's 318 teams. Name me 5 African-American head coaches on the D1 level. You can't. This is a fact. This is what he has said. So,
it used to be Charlie Strong.
Yeah. Name me 4 more.
I don't know.
See what I'm talking about? That's a problem when you look at the top colleges in the United States of America, the black athlete is at these schools dominating.
Right.
And yet there's no African American coaches. Now, this is not a race thing. This is called equality. This is what they say.
Right.
We're good enough to play, but there's not enough of us behind the scenes coaching. We're good enough to go out there and play, but there's not enough of us coaching. In Prime, by doing what he's doing, he has to start somewhere. You don't come out just walking. There's only one person that ever came out in life that just walked, and that was me, Coach. Started walking. So listen to this,
Are you walking like Kodak Black?
Coach, I was walking and sliding.
Walk.
Started walking and sliding because my steps was kind of jittery. You hear me, Coach? I'm just telling you what was really going on. But there's 318 colleges, Coach, and you can't name me 5 black head coaches. So Prime is saying, you know what? I'm going to show you something. I'm going to go to Jackson State. I'm going to put a good staff together, and I'm going to show people that if you do it the right way, you put a staff together and you do all these things, that it could be had at Jackson State as it could be had at anywhere else. The man went undefeated back-to-back years at Jackson State. And now look who came calling. Colorado, USF, and all that. Now, what do you think that's going to do? It's going to open more doors for other black African-American coaches. And lo and behold, look what just happened.
Right.
Here comes Ed Reed. You got Eddie George at Tennessee State. Once you show and demonstrate that you are and you can perform a task and do it right, man, them doors will be opening. And the only way we going to be able to kick those doors down, we must show these other top universities that we can coach.
Right.
And that's what Prime is doing. And people are crazy. I told y'all in 2 podcasts ago, if you was making $15 at one job and another job offered you $30 with more benefits, vacation days, there's no way in the world you stand on that $15 an hour job. You talking about a man that was making $250,000 and now they paying him $5 million a year. Before Dion came to Jackson State, the people ain't even have the necessary facilities to do that. Now you want to score on Dion because he's better than himself. Man, let me tell you something. $250,000 to a guy like that still have kids, still have living needs. That ain't nothing, Coach.
That ain't nothing. But guess what? A lot of that stuff he did out of his own personal money.
Talk to me. If Dion wasn't there, where would Jackson State be right now?
Nothing.
Take it for what it's worth.
And guess what? Jackson State's still getting big top commits, man.
Come on, man.
So they still believe over there.
It's big.
That's big.
Ed Reed, I'm a Hurricane fan anyway. And it's almost equivalent to Prime. Because Ed Reed did a lot of remarkable things at Miami.
Yeah.
He went to Baltimore, won Super Bowl. So to me, it's equivalent. And I'm going to tell you why it could be bigger. Because it's happening in the state of Florida.
Right.
Fam better be careful.
Fam better be careful because a lot of them recruits and Orlando, Daytona, Popka, all
be right at.
They coming, man.
Come on, man.
They coming, Coach. But hey, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to this channel, man. Like, subscribe.
Tell her what you said. Man, y'all go and like and subscribe. If you ain't in the Florida Youth Sports Forum group on Facebook, go add yourself, man. Add yourself.
It's a lot of things going on. But tonight, Coach, we got a big time 707 GOAT in the building.
He's the GOAT. I mean, I can't wait to bring him on, Coach. I mean, this here interview been 2 years in the waiting. And believe it or not, been wanting to talk to this guy, been wanting to talk to his father, and now God has blessed us with the platform to make it happen.
So, Coach, what you think he got to say tonight? He said he got a big announcement. What he got to say, Coach?
Well, Coach, I ain't want to read minds, only God knows.
So you ain't the psychic tonight.
I don't know. I mean, if I had to say, probably to tell everybody, is he going to stay on 12U or is he going to do 13U and probably about coming back defending this 7-on-7 championship and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't really know too much of nothing, Coach.
Well, Coach, he could have did that on social media, but he came to Florida Youth Sport Podcast tonight.
Coach, all I know is when I asked them about coming on, they said something. Well, Coach, besides doing the interview, we want to, I'm getting a lot of DMs about this and that, and he wouldn't specify what he was saying, but he said, will it be all right if we come on the show after you interview Tyler? He got a German, England accent, and I say, sure. I mean, it's on you, baby. Whatever you guys want to do.
All right. Well, in just a few minutes, you will see what he got to say. The 707,
the GOAT.
GOAT.
Got more goats than the farm in here, man. But guess what, man? We got Tyler Harrison and Mr. Steve Harrison getting ready to come on. But guess what? We can't do this show without paying bills. So we going to take out a couple of our bills, and we'll be right back at you with the Florida Youth Sports Podcast. Get out. Let's go like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff for your boy, man.
Like and subscribe, man.
2CU Productions, what's up? Subscribe. We in the building.
2CU Production. Telling y'all, you better get right.
Tyler Harrison, Steve Harrison, coming up. Big announcement. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Get the money! Get the money!
We back, Florida Youth Sports Forum, from another commercial break. I told you guys, man, we bringing nothing but goats to the podcast. And I'm here with another GOAT, the king of 7-on-7. There's no one better than this kid right here, quarterback one, Tyler Harrison. What's up, Tyler? Say what's up to the people.
What's up?
When I first met this young man and I seen the kid throw, I say, well, he doesn't move great, but he spins the ball like Peyton Manning. And it's a privilege to be here with Tyler because, man, we got a lot of great questions. I'm excited. I'm so excited I can't stop smiling. Like my cheekbones, I can't stop smiling right now. But we're going to jump right in, Tyler, because, I've been waiting to do this interview for almost 2 years. And Steve finally brought you. So guess what? We're going to jump right in. And, Tyler, to start, to be the type of kid that you are, what do you think separates you from the other youth quarterbacks in America?
I feel like a lot of youth quarterbacks just play with their age group because they're more athletic and just bigger than everyone. But I prepare myself for like college and high school by playing up. I'm playing like I'm a freshman with seniors and stuff like that.
Wow, that's big. Does it be a little bit kind of complex playing with guys that's a little older than you?
I'm kind of used to it now.
Wow. Okay, that's huge. What do you like about playing the quarterback position? What do you like about it?
I really like leading my team. I like knowing I have to be on my A game to execute everything correctly. And yeah, I just like leading my team.
That's good, Tyler. I mean, do you like being a leader, like telling guys where they need to be, how they need to be doing it? I mean, is that the main reason why you like playing the quarterback position?
I like giving like good criticism, like when they do something wrong, fix them. But if they're doing it right, like applause them. Like
that's all part about being a leader. That's all about being a leader right there, Tyler. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got kids that's out there that don't know, and having a leader at that position is great. What are some of the things did your dad instill in you to be the kid that you are today?
Well, he definitely taught me to be a leader. He taught me to have tough skin.
Correct.
There's gonna be ups and downs, and just to do what I do best.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But you answering these questions like a seasoned vet, like Tom Manning, one of those guys. I like that.
Yes, sir.
Over the last couple of years, I've been watching you, Tyler. You've been doing excellent in the 7-on-7 circuit. Man, how does it feel winning all those championships and being known as the king of the 7-on-7 circuit?
I mean, I've always loved winning. I really use 7-on-7 as preparation for tackle. I really want to showcase how I can perform with a good old line in some time. And I just feel like I'm used to winning now.
That's big. That's big. Well, I mean, we heading into 2023. What are some of the goals you're looking to accomplish this year for a 7-on-7 and maybe moving on in the regular season this fall?
Just to be the best I could be, to showcase that I am the 7-on-7 king.
Now, you know what, Tyler? Let me tell you something. One thing about me that I like is swag.
Yep.
And you just showed me a lot of that, that you are that guy. He who wears the crown comes big responsibility. Now, when the crown is on your head, it's heavy, Tyler. Are you prepared to once again to go into the 7-on-7, then into the fall, knowing that the crown is heavy on your head and everybody's gunning for you?
Yep, I want all that smoke.
Man, who is this kid? He wants all the smoke. I like it. Man, it's Tyler Harrison. I told you guys, man, we got goats. We got more goats than a farm out here, man. And this is one of the best kids. I did a write-up on him about a year or two back. And, when I seen him, I like to study kids. And when I study kids, the one thing that I seen with Tyler, other than leadership, is just how he commands, he sticks in the pocket. And anybody can throw a football. But being accurate is something that I preach. He's accurate. He puts the ball to where his receivers can get it. He throws them open. I didn't see the man throw people open that I thought was covered. How do you learn how to do stuff like that, Tyler? How?
It's really just practice. It's not even just always throwing. It's just being in the gym, watching older kids, reading defenses, and just knowing what to do at all times.
Wow. I don't know if I'm talking to Tyler or Steve right now. I mean, great day. You sound like a very mature. You know what? And this is what this platform is for. Giving the platform back to the youth. Because, see, I'll be more excited about doing the interviews with you guys than you guys actually doing the interview. It really stimulates me. This excites me more than being on the sideline. But, Tyler, to wrap this interview up, give me, who are your top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL right now?
This isn't in order, but I got Josh Allen. I mean, just look at Josh Allen.
Correct.
Patrick Mahomes, he knows how to get it done, whether it's throwing it around somebody or just throwing dots in the pocket. And number 3,
You got Justin Herbert, Zach
Justin
Prescott.
Herbert. I don't really like Dak.
You don't like that?
I feel like his pocket presence isn't the best. But
Don't say that around Cowboys fans in here now. Got some Cowboy friends in here. Let me see who else we got out there. We got Russell Wilson.
No.
You got Tom. You got Aaron Rodgers.
I mean,
what about Burrows from Cincinnati?
Yeah, I like Burrow a lot.
Now, I'm gonna let the people know. Now, this y'all heard it here from me first. That's the next Tom Brady in the making. Y'all heard it here first. Might not win the same amount of championships, but he's gonna be the next Tom Brady because he's clutch, just like him. Tyler, before I let you go, because I'm so excited, I always kind of go off of the topic just a tad. because people want to hear the raw. They want to hear, like, does this kid ever go through any type of adversity? So I want to ask you something, Tyler. And this is something that a lot of people gonna probably ask you down the line, because being the 7-on-7 king, Tyler. Follow me. You with the 7-on-7. Do you feel a lot of pressure from 7-on-7 to do the same in 7-on-7 that you need to do in tackle? Is there more pressure going into that?
No, not really, because I know what I could do. I just need the line, and that's it, really.
Wow. Now that's how you answer it. What is a quarterback without an offensive line?
Yep.
Y'all want old Tyler to sit back there and gunsling and get sacked. So guess what, though? I have a feeling, that's going to be on the up and up pretty soon. I don't know why. I just got that feeling. I don't know why, but we going to see, man. But guess what? We have to take a commercial break. I'm here with Tyler Harrison. And guess what? Now Big Steve, he's going to come. Y'all go like, subscribe, go into the Florida Youth Sports Forum, add yourself, and when we come back, we going to have the father who made all this happen, Mr. Steve Harrison. Stay tuned.
Baby, right now. Got a room full of fly girls. Got a thing for a shy girl. Don't you wanna be my girl? It's all about you. Get up on it like you should, girl. Cause I love it when a hood girl. Turn around and be a good girl. This your favorite song. When they put it on. Girl, I know you know it's all about you. I ain't saying no names, but you know what I'm saying. I can tell it by the way that you move. Yeah, I bet you think this song is about you, don't you? I bet you think this song is about you. Yeah, I bet you think this song is about you, don't you? I bet you think this song is about you.
Welcome back to the Florida Youth Sports Forum podcast. Told you guys, man, we got Tyler Harrison, and now the man that started this whole thing, Mr. Steve Harrison. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, man, no, thank you, sir. It's a pleasure having you. Steve, Mr. Steve, here's the respect to my elders. It's good having you, Mr. Steve. And, just got done interviewing your son. And I want to know something, Steve. When did you know that Tyler was a quarterback? When did you know this?
Well, that's a good question. I have two daughters, and Tyler's the youngest. So when I had a son, I was like, I want him to be a football player because I love the game. I played the game. I knew I was going to train him. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. That's what I do for a living.
Correct.
So, teaching him how to catch, how to run, fundamentals, we started at a young age. And then obviously having played the game, I played linebacker, running back, dealing with a lot of the post-playing injuries.
Correct.
You start thinking, well, he could be a pretty boy quarterback and not take the level of contact that I took over the years.
Most definitely. Most definitely. How is it for you, Mr. Steve, when you sit back and you see your son play? How do you think the progression of Tyler has, how do you feel he's developed over the years?
Well, firstly, I'm extremely proud of him, but our mentality is, every day you either get better or worse, you never stay the same. So it's always looking at what we've done and then looking forward to how we improve. Obviously, his reputation now is he's a pocket passer. He can't run, things of that nature. He's 5'7", 150 pounds at 12 years old.
Right.
I guarantee by the time he gets to high school, he'll be running people over.
Wow. I'm glad you went into that, Coach, because the thing about it, the stigma that's attached to Tyler is that he is a pocket quarterback,
Right.
and you darn near have to have a security team to protect him. Do you feel the same way about him, that he's, he has to have a great line in order for him to be successful?
To be honest with you, he's trained to get the ball out in like 2.5 seconds. So unless there's a complete jailbreak, he's going to get the ball out and make the right decision. And also, you got to remember, as a 10-year-old, he was playing with 12, 13-year-olds.
Correct.
And then as an 11-year-old, he was playing with... So I told him not to run. I said to him, you either get rid of it or get out of bounds. You don't need to take those hits.
Correct.
Now, when we play with kids his age, not many people are going to want to see him in the hole. I promise you that.
Wow. That's my man, Steve, right there.
His dad's a fullback middle linebacker. He ain't gonna dance. He's gonna hit a gap.
Coach Steve, do you feel when you hear the negativity that comes out there though?
Yeah.
That he can't move. All you got to do is blitz him. Does that make you feel some type of way as a father, coach?
For me, it's more entertaining. We live in a world now where everyone can sit behind a keyboard, get onto social media, and talk whatever they want to say and spread their negativity
Right.
to the rest of the world. Well, I would like to see those people come up and say it to my face.
My man.
First and foremost.
Man, Steve.
You know what I mean? I was raised differently. Like,
right.
Treat people the right way, have some respect. Talking negatively about kids, I just can't relate to that mindset.
Right. Right.
I want them all to win. I want every kid I'm around to be successful.
Man, you just took this interview to the next level, Steve. Well, how does it feel knowing that your son has put in all this work and dedication and he's being regarded around the nation as the 707 king? How do you feel about that?
As I said earlier, I'm very proud, but it's what can we do better? How do we keep progressing? We're always looking ahead. When you go into high school, there's guys 3 years older than you.
Correct.
You want to be good enough to play on day one. I don't care if it's quarterback, D end, outside linebacker, tight end. You need to be a good enough athlete to compete at any position as a full 15-year-old kid against 18-year-olds. And that's what we're training to do.
Indeed. Indeed. Steve, you're knocking these questions out the park, bro.
Thank you.
You're a real professional. I heard you say something about Tyler in the last 2 or 3 years has played up. As 10, he played with 11s and 12, and 11, he played with 12 and 13s. What went into that decision into you allowing that to happen? Was it competition you felt, or you just felt that he needed to go up because the team he was on, had he stayed on it, was weak, or what was the thought process in that, Coach?
I've always been a believer in you get better by playing against higher level of competition. I was raised in England, and when you're good in a sport, the teams are by grade. So if you're good, you get to play with a grade above you.
Correct.
So, we talked about it earlier at some of these nationals where you've got these kids that are very advanced for their age. How are they getting better when they're beating up on kids that they're genetically superior to?
Facts.
Facts.
Now, are you looking next year, 2023, to continue to let him play up on 13, 14, or are you going to let him finally play with his age group?
Well, here's the thing. He's had great success in flag football, 3 state championships, 2 national championships in 7-on-7. Yeah, in tackle, we've won some Pop Warner regional type stuff, and he's played up with his friends. Now, I'm a youth football fan. I sit and watch the games, and I would love to see him with the best 25, 30 kids in Tampa and go win a national championship.
How do you feel about the whole national championship thing, Steve? Like, do you feel it could be attainable here in Tampa? Can a Tampa team make it happen? And what needs to happen in order for them to bring it to Tampa?
Well, I think what the perception is, Tampa's somewhat diluted because there's so many teams, so many different coaches. To talk about someone like West Orlando Jags, look what they were able to do. That they've really put together the blueprint on
how to do it.
Going out, finding the best players, and you need the best parents and the best families that really appreciate that it's about development.
Wow.
It's not about how many touches your kid has. It's the ultimate team game. You got to be a team player.
A team player.
Right.
Nowadays, you got guys, they don't feel like they're part of a team if you're not running the ball 20, 30 times. And then hearing what you said, to try to do the national, there's been guys that has put the blueprint out. And I think it can happen in Tampa. But, Coach, I also believe the egos here in our city is outrageous.
Right.
What's going on with the parents? What better yet, what do you think is the problem in our city to why people can't come together for the greater cause, Coach? What do you think is the problem?
I'm not an expert on kind of the intricacies of what goes on. I assume it's kind of, where you live. You grew up with this group of guys and you kind of stick together with your guys.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's youth football. It's about the youth. It's about giving them opportunities to develop and improve their game. And you want them to be on the big spotlight. You want them to go and compete in the big national tournaments. And you need to appreciate your son doesn't need to touch the ball.
Facts.
The most important players on the team are the trenches. People that understand football know that it's all about the offensive line. If you don't have the offensive line, you will not win football games.
That's a fact. Do you feel in your heart of hearts Tyler is ready to command and lead a national caliber team next year going into 2023?
Without question, and I don't want to come across as arrogant here, but I watched the 12U national championships and I put him on par with any of the quarterbacks I saw. Most of them were playing sort of bully ball and just putting the best athlete at quarterback. So in terms of his ability, there's no question he can play at that level for his age and possibly above.
Wow. Well, Coach, I'm going to be honest with you. Before I became a Little League coach, I was coaching basketball. And my specialty, Tyler and Steve, was throwing alley-oops. And I heard tonight that you guys had a big announcement. So consider this here as the alley. And it's either you're going to boof it or you're going to dunk it. So I'm going to give you guys the floor. And we're going to let the Florida Youth Sports Forum, all the viewers, let everybody know what the big announcement is. And I'm going to fall back and give Tyler and Mr. Steve the floor. Let's go.
All right, Tyler. You got anything to say?
You got anything to say? I mean, you can use my mic.
Yeah, this is about you,
I'm
man.
ready to compete with some of the best athletes in Tampa and just do my best at the Bay Area Jags.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let me tell you people something, man. If you think you're getting the one up on time, you're not. You're not. You're not. It's either jag ties or you're in the way. See, I can put my ego to the side because I see the bigger picture. And you have to team up with guys that see the same picture as you. So guess what? Y'all see what's going on right here. I'm with Big T. When you see him, call him Big T. Hey, this has been another Florida Youth Sports Forum episode with Tyler Harrison and Mr. Steve Harrison. Welcome to the Bay Area Jags. Hey, it's up. And when it's up, it's stuck. Get at us.